That was your focus 11, okay? And then from the focus 11, we're gonna go into the goals for the week. So let's go to the next tab, goals for the week, right? So your week goals are key as they're used to break down your focus 11. You have 4 weeks to get closer and closer to the month's goal, which makes them easier to attain. An example of this using a focus 11 just shown, for the month, my goal is to do 5+ meditations, research 5+ stocks, go to the gym 8+ times. To support those larger goals, this week I can complete 2+ meditations, research 2+ stocks, and go to the gym 3+ times this week. As you can see, by breaking them down this way, it makes the goals more attainable because the following week I can do the same thing and I will get to reward myself with 3 check marks 2 weeks before the month ends. And by the end of the month, I would have those monthly check marks done as well. So for a visual, this is what I mean. So we see here on the left side is our focus 11, and on the right side, we have this week, all right? So the current focus 11, on the mental goal, I said, complete reading The Alchemist, right? Follow the arrow. As we see in the week, I said, read 20+ pages of The Alchemist. So this week, I'm gonna read 20+ pages of The Alchemist. I'm gonna get a check mark here, but I'm closer to attaining my focus 11 for the month. The next week, I could read another 20. The next week, I could read another 20. The next week, you get what I'm saying? So I'm breaking it down, right? Next goal we see are 5+ meditations. So I break it down to the week. So, and that was my spiritual goal, 5+ meditations. So now in the week, 2+ meditations this week. So I get my 2 meditations, I get my check mark. Next week, I do another 2, get my check mark for that week. And then the following week, I could do 2, but once I do 1, I got my check mark for my focus 11. And then the next goal we see on the physical, workout at gym 8+ times, right? And then I break it down to the week, workout at gym 2+ times. So I go 2 times this week, 2 times next week, 2 times the following week. And then the final week, I get 2, I get the check mark here. And in my focus 11, I will get a check mark. And then relationship goal for the focus 11, meet the city mayor. Okay, so let me break that down for this week. This week, I'm gonna call the mayor's office and schedule an appointment. So once I call the mayor's office and schedule an appointment, I'll get my check mark for this week. Maybe the next following week will be a closer goal to meeting the city mayor, or maybe I may meet the city mayor that next week, right? We don't know how with the time being, but I'm making steps towards it. But eventually, I'll be able to check off that goal on the relationship goal for my focus 11 because I broke it down. Hopefully this makes sense for you. But what we're doing is we're looking at our focus 11 and we're breaking it down. We're putting it into the week, okay? So your goals for the week are not only for you to input a breakdown of your focus 11 goals, also write in any important meetings or tasks that you have to accomplish this week that are unrelated to what you wrote in for your focus 11, right? So you may have a specific meeting that you have planned, like a dentist appointment. You put that in for the week as well. You know, it may not be related to your focus 11, but it's something that you have to get done this week, right? So you put that in there as well, okay? As you flow through your map book, you will recognize different things coming to your presence, which are in alignment with your affirmatory declaration. As they arise too, make time for them. Write them in for your weekly goals for whatever week they're required to be done. Okay, you're going to be experiencing different things. Things are going to come to you, to your attention, because you're tuning into a frequency of what you're reading in your affirmatory declaration. So as those things are lining up and you're seeing it, if something is coming up next week that's in alignment with your goals, then put it in next week, right? And for the weekend, and have that in there. You also, you broke down your focus 11, you got some goals in there, you know, and then you things that you have scheduled for the week, you put them in. Other things that are related to your overall big goals, you're putting them into the week as well, right? With the map book, feel free to get ahead of yourself too. So if something needs to get done or you have an important meeting that's coming in a few weeks, write them down in your map book for that particular week. In other words, you do not have to write the goals only for this week. It can be for next week or the next 2 weeks, etc. So if you have something that you're going to do and it's happening 3 weeks from now, then look at your map book. Okay, you're in the current week. The next week leave blank. Then the next following week after that, write in whatever that goal is. Okay, you write it in there so it's in there from the beginning, and then once you reach that week, then it's already there, right? So feel free to get ahead of yourself. Okay. And also for the weekly goals, you do not have to have everything filled in for the week. At the beginning of the week, especially, if there's nothing that you can think of as the week starts, new important things will surely come up for you to do. This way you will have space to fill them in. All right. So it's for, remember, this is your week goal. So if you have 6 out of 7 written in and there's 1 blank space, that's fine. Probably tomorrow that will be filled in because something's going to come up for you to get done for a week and you can fill it in. All right. Also remember to use the rollover if required.